Today is Wednesday, so you know what that means. It's Women in Business Wednesday, or Women About Their Business Wednesday. Today, I wanted to answer a few questions that I had submitted a request for people to ask an entrepreneur on Facebook. However, a lot of the questions that were asked, let me just make this very clear, I can't answer. They were not questions that I could answer because while I consider myself successful in my own right, I am a very small business when I do my cake thing, and the questions that they answer are more for someone who is a lot more established than myself. So those questions, I propose that on Wednesdays I'm gonna try to connect with other small business owners who are way more established than me, and see if we can get some answers for those questions because they were very good questions. So one of the questions that I got was, how do I manage life and business? And that is a good question. So, a lot of people know that I have a 15-year-old daughter and I have a 1-year-old daughter. Prior to the 1-year-old, it was a lot easier. With the 15-year-old, she was actually a part of my business. Like, I took her to a lot of events that I did. She didn't help me with preparing cake. And actually, Faith, my stepdaughter, used to help me sometimes with preparing cake and desserts. But Ari used to help me in when we would go to the events and serve and distribute desserts. So having them understanding a little of what I do and being there by my side made things easier for me to be able to accomplish, preparing 100 cupcakes and adding decorations and designs to them, and preparing my dessert cart, because my dessert cart was always decorated to match the event that I attended. Getting all that together was a lot easier when I had the assistance of my teenage daughters. Fast forward to today. It's a whole different game. So when I decided to have Savannah, I knew that I was going to have to take a little break. So I haven't quite gotten to the point where I've been that deep into business and managing a little baby. Like I said, it was a lot easier when I had just my teenager. But now that I have Savannah, I haven't really had to juggle it yet because I haven't dived that deep back into the cake world or cake business. But if I decide to go back that route, I'm pretty sure time management is the only thing I can say that is gonna have to help me out. I'm gonna have to prepare ahead of time and try to get things done. I still do cake with her, like I still make cakes here and there, and really I try to do it in her calm times, like times where I know that either she's gonna take a nap or times where her father may have her or her sisters may have her, or I'll do it when she's eating. Her attention span is focused when she's eating, so I can get a good 30 minutes out of her if I put a whole bunch of blueberries on her plate. Blueberries keep her attention. So that's pretty much how I've been able to manage my small business when I was running it as a business. Now I run it more as it's a hobby thing. So if I ever go down that road again, I'll be sure to ask other successful mommy entrepreneurs and women in business how they're doing it, because I would like to see someone with a small child. I would like to, see how they operate. So another question was why I started my business. And I've answered this before, but I'll give the short version of it. Ari, my teenage daughter. I was a single mom for many years when her dad was away. And she would want these really elaborate cakes. And I remember specifically she wanted a Hannah Montana cake. It was a one that I think was in Walmart at the time. I don't remember it being at Sam's, but it might have been at Walmart. And I was like, I can't afford that. So I was like, Mama gonna make that herself. So I made this pair of jeans. It was a Hannah Montana pair of jeans for her birthday, and she loved it. And then fast forward to like that year, her birthday's in September. That year she was having an event at her school, and they wanted her to bring a cake. And again, she wanted like this nice festive Christmas cake, and I was like, yeah, mama can't afford that. So I made it myself, and I'm gonna insert the clip of the first cake I made for my daughter for her school event. And that's how it kind of got started. Started. And then I met my husband Henry, and I have to give him a shout out, because he's what elevated me to really get into cake. When he came home one day and brought me a commercial mixer, or like, yeah, the KitchenAid mixer. He brought me a KitchenAid mixer, and with that KitchenAid mixer, it made life totally different from me taking a little old school mixer and mixing in the bowl. It was a different world. So once he did that kicked off my career in cake, and it just went from there. So those are 2 questions that I could answer. Like I said, a lot of the questions that were posted, I have no idea, because I just haven't hit that mark in business. And of course, like I mentioned before, I plan on doing several other small business ventures. So maybe I'll have a lot more success where I can, be one of the people that answers those questions. But for now, we're just gonna get some women who about their business to answer them. So y'all look for my next Wednesday video. I'm going to bring my sister Angelique. Now, my sister, she may not be the famous, what's his name, Jeffree Star makeup artist, but she's a bad girl. So I plan on bringing her to answer some questions about makeup, some questions about being a single mom and struggling, and still, being in business, even a small business. So thank y'all for watching Women About Their Business on Wednesday. I hope that, I've answered some questions that may be of interest to you. And if I haven't, drop some questions down below that you want to ask a woman in business. Drop some questions that you would like to know the answer to about women who are working and taking care of families in their household and juggling it all. So I'll see y'all next Wednesday. I'm sure y'all will catch a vlog tomorrow or the next day or the next day and the next day. And that's about it. Toodles.